Hello everybody and welcome to Steve on Steve Plays Hearts of Iron 4 with the Together for Victory expansion pack. Let's get back into this. So we're continuing our playthrough as the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and its respective empire. Now last episode we just continued building up and industrializing and keeping everything good. It's already the 17th of January 1938. Japan isn't doing too well in China, but they seldom do in the beginning. It's strange, the situation in East Asia. It always starts out with Japan at a terrible loss, and then everything seems like completely in China's favor, and then you look away, and then you look back a few months later, and Japan owns all of this. It's crazy. But yeah, back in the home front, we're slowly militarizing, building up our force slowly but surely. Got a nice little Mediterranean defense force. We got a nice thing planned out in Egypt. Yeah, research is going along nicely. With world tension having reached 29% following the end of the Spanish Civil War, sadly in the favor of the fascists, we are able to get into some rearmament focuses, which is great because that will definitely help us with our economy and help us be more ready to stand up to Germany. Now, what do we just build in our dockyards? I always forget. Yes, they need another light cruiser. The East Asia fleet needs another light cruiser. That could be a tongue twister. Okay, that should be done fairly quickly. Yeah. How are our subjects doing? Yeah, Australia. It feels like we could just send them a few convoys and they'd be fine. Right, the Shadow Scheme. Excellent. Wartime industry. That's pointless. But we need this. We're gonna get this, and then we're gonna get the free research slot, which is excellent. The Pax Americana. Looking to the conflicts on the other continents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt has announced a new foreign policy program intended to keep the peace at home. Any government on the American continent may appeal to the United States for military protection, should they feel threatened by their neighbors. While it's not a guarantee of any particular state, the desire for peace in America is no longer just a dream, but official American policy. Let us hope for lasting peace. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, I don't know if their guarantees are actually like anything, but it's strange. Infrastructure destruction. That's a tongue twister too. Alright, so this is a bit too early. Research gain efficiency. Yes, let's research some more radar. And waste some industrial capacity on this. It's not called industrial capacity anymore, is it? No, that was Hearts of Iron 3. Alright. Yeah, that's starting to catch up nicely, which is good. Definitely good. We are missing some light tank production. Oh yeah, we're missing light tank production quite a lot. Yeah. We don't have nearly enough factories. Sadly. Yeah. What do we still template motorized? Can't we just place that in? Yeah, no. Yeah, it feels like I'm not doing a very good job. I mean, it's 1938 and we're still not in a good place. I mean, Germany, oh, they're going to the Anschluss at this point. They're very strong by now. We're not even close to being able to match that. I just hope he invades the Soviet Union. Sorry, Uncle Joe. Should we do a classic coup somewhere? I don't even know if we can. Yeah, that's almost done. Yeah, well, basically all of this area, all of this bit, all of this bit is essentially a lost cause. So I'm going for Romania. Convoy sailing. Is there anything else that is more important? Yeah, definitely. Grand assault. We'll keep researching down that tree. We'll make sure that our troops are as good as we can have them. Any of these places deserve a coup. Yeah, no, this all seems to be firmly under democratic control, which is good. I mean, South America is really important. I mean, I feel like that's the one continent that really gets left behind in the game. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but I finally got a functional mouse. Yippee-ki-yay. It's been so long that I've had a mouse that I could do this with without it having to go insane and jiggly. Oh, went out and bought one. Finally. Just having a little drink of water there. I mean, that mouse was just unbearable, and I really don't like complaining, but it was driving me mad. Alright, so that dockyard is done. What's a better thing to focus it on then? Yeah, our navies are all complete. So should we just keep adding to them? I mean, I think they can all use another light cruiser. Yeah, we'll just get them another light cruiser. No, They'll deserve another light cruiser, then maybe a few destroyers. I mean, we must maintain the British fleet. That is imperative. I mean, their fleet is nothing. Their fleet is something, for sure. So I think we're gonna have to relegate one of our fleets. Where are you? Southeast Asia. Yeah, I'm bringing those out. You're gonna be Malta Command. That sounds classy. And surprise, surprise, you'll be stationed in Malta. And we're gonna have to name you to the Alexandria fleet. I like that. Alright, free military factories, finally. Hopefully we'll be able to actually build something by the end of this game. Yeah, let's try to actually make this work. Old Mussolini's doing this thing. France they've got a good thing going. They're almost twice as powerful as I am. Just don't cock it up, France. Really, we'll help you. Honest, we'll try. I mean, I hope that a major help for me will be our Dominions, but they're not. Oh, they are. Maybe, let's see. How powerful are you, Raj? Doesn't seem to have changed. But you South Africa. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's something, right? It's something. Alright. The Anschluss of Germany. After a successful coup d'etat by the local Nazi party in Vienna, German troops have crossed the Austrian border and taken control of the country. No fighting has been reported, and the German soldiers were greeted by cheering crowds in the cities. In a speech before a massive crowd at the Heldenplatz in Vienna, Hitler announced the Anschluss of Austria, annexing the country into Germany. The oldest eastern provinces of the German people shall be, from this point on, the newest bastion of the German Reich. This violates my treaty. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. But first we need that research slot. That sweet, sweet research slot. Tanks! Yay. Alright. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but hopefully the audio quality in the latest videos has improved considerably, since I have gotten myself an actual microphone. I know. It's surprising. We are really behind on everything. Yeah. It's really taking a long time. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be. It's still a while. So, how are you guys doing? Wherever you may be. I don't know. I'm currently in Moscow, and it's some of my last days here, and it is, once again, I don't mean to complain, but it is outrageously cold outside. I mean, currently it is about minus 30 degrees centigrade, and that is insane. At least it's nice and warm in here. Alright, some political power. What can we waste that? I mean, use that intelligently on. Since we're not at war, we can't have a war economy. Alright, are any of you political? That's pretty good, I think. That's gonna be really useful too. No, we don't need fascist demagogues. This one sounds real nice. I'm gonna go with this because it's important. Since we won't really be expanding in any kind of military fashion, although even though I think I've made that plainly clear in past videos, we still need to, have a strong economy back at home. So it's still not too late. Well, he's about to do the Sudeten thing soon, I imagine. Okay. Who was that to? That was given to the channel. So let's give another light cruiser. Ooh, no, that's not the best one. Let's give one to the North Sea Fleet, those two being the most important. Actually, I'd say arguably the Mediterranean ones are the most important ones. English Steve, not so difficult. Yes, the US, would you please help us out? I recently watched the newest epic rap battle of history, the one with Winston Churchill against Theodore Roosevelt. I thought it was excellent. I think it was definitely one of their best. It was amazing, I thought. Alright, we definitely want to increase our production of Hurricanes. We're really not going to be able to stand up to the Nazis and their planes. Sorry for being such a negative Nancy, but the Germans are so overpowered in this game. Like, ridiculously overpowered. Even the Italians are, like historically, not to offend anybody, but the Italians are shit. I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, but they were terrible at war. And, come on, they have some pretty serious buffs, and they've got it fairly easy in this game. In an earlier playthrough, I was able to basically knock out France and Britain immediately, and, forming the SPQR wasn't even fun anymore after that. Although I suppose we could give it another try. Some of their events too, like, they're very overpowered. Radar. Yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't build some radar. Maybe let's definitely go for the industry. That is very important for us. Now let's say we build another radar here. How much is radar? 3,000. God, that's a lot. That is a lot. I mean, what if we converted all of our factories? No, no point. Ah, beautiful. Just what we need. Let's go with this beautiful thing. Lovely. That texture research slot is going to be very tasty. Yeah, let's. Ooh, let's see. For a second I thought that was a Zeppelin on that icon. Huh. Kinda looks like one. Naval missions, Alright, so infantry, yes, definitely want to get that. We want our infantry to be in tip-top shape, considering they'll be our main fighting force. I mean, they definitely are. We have, like, what, 3 tank regiments. And our tank regiments are rubbish. I mean, they're just terrible. Alright, since they're lacking a few guns, I'll still deploy them. They'll live. Excellent. What was that? Oh, yes. We're gonna need decryption, so we can know everything. Molotov, yeah, that's not good. That means the USSR will be out of the war for a while. But I mean, this is the historical playthrough, so what the hell am I doing complaining? I'm just being stupid. If I wanted it to be more interesting, I should have gone ahistorical, but then again, I am playing the historical playthrough as the British, so... The fall of Nanjing. Oh, I should have read that. They do seem to be doing quite well. They do like their naval invasions, don't they? Even though they're almost bound to fail. I really should garrison Hong Kong. Oh, there almost seems to be no point. That's actually interesting, I don't know. Did Hong Kong hold out in the Second World War? Did the Japanese ever get into Hong Kong? I think they might have. I'm honestly not sure. What are these guys doing? What the hell are these guys? Am I just... What? Am I just somehow in control of their troops? Since when? That's so strange. Well, sure, I guess. What's their template even? Okay, that's just garbage, but like... Okay. I don't see why not. They just gave us some troops. I don't even remember requisitioning that. Guarantee independence. That's true. Because they're not independent. Alright. Lovely. Now we got that out of the way. Definitely want to get some of these. We have a lot of research slots now, so that's good. We can definitely be on tip top in terms of research. Yeah, finally we seem to have been able to catch up with that. Alright. Let's get another light cruiser for the Malta Command. Good show. Yeah, when is that gonna flip? Oh, it has. Beautiful. So that was a nice and bloodless coup, I imagine. There's no hope for Greece, because Italy will go there and hopefully get ridiculously bogged down as they historically did. But yeah, is there any place else where I should have a nice classy coup? Belgium? Belgium's already democratic. That's, I think Iran, because they're the major oil nation. Yeah. Basically. I mean, these guys don't have any oil, do they? No, they don't. I mean, not in any significant way. Yeah, I'd like to flip Mexico to our side. Yeah, they've got a good thing going. Yeah, let's boost in Mexico. Cuba. What? Cuba democratic? You mean before a dictatorial regime was been placed there by the Americans? What? Don't see that very often. Oh wait, you do. Oh no, wait, you don't. And for good reason too, because of a certain bearded fellow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna boost him around as well. Should have done this a lot earlier, but whatever. Planes in reserve. Well, let's get some aeroplanes, shall we? Excellent. Do the aircraft carriers automatically refill on their planes? Because I haven't played a game with such a massive navy yet, so I don't know. Sorry for me drinking so often, I just get very thirsty. I'm sure I've mentioned that before. Low manpower. Yeah, I think we can do that thing. Yeah. Coerce Spain. Oh, we're so doing that. Okay, I just want to recheck the benefits and stuff. Oh, jeez. The Fourth International. A number of communist delegates from around the world met in Paris today for a founding conference. With supporters of Trotsky's theories taking the lead, the groundwork of the Fourth International was laid. Although it is still unclear what impact these efforts of organize will have on the international political stage, the news appeared to have stirred Stalin's suspicions. He has suspected many high-ranking members of the party and the military to secretly support Trotsky, and many of them are still alive. With his paranoia back in full force, he has grown increasingly reclusive. His distrust and instability have caused a crisis in the Soviet government. At this rate, the nation will be plunged into civil war. How many internationals will there be? So wait, have they not done the Great Purge? There's no way that they did the Great Purge. Well, what'd you know? Be interesting. Oh, I'm sure they have. I'm sure. That's strange. Alright. What is that then? Ooh. That's quite nice. The rural ordnance factories are not producing enough small arms, but like within the Great War, we could contract the Birmingham Small Arms Company and expand their capacity. Gain. Ah. That's quite useful, but I think we'll wait on that one. Yeah, let's go with Coerce Spain. That's a really useful one. Sorry, Iran, but Spain takes that priority. Because yeah, we're playing historical, but historical in the terms of not, being aggressively expansive. But nobody said anything about coups. Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. Speaking to the Italian populations along the Dalmatian coast, Benito Mussolini has announced that Italy fully considers Italian-speaking territory in Yugoslavia to be a rightful part of Italy. An official statement backed up the claims, making clear that Italy is prepared to take the territory by force, if need be. You're upsetting the already fragile balance in the region. Jesus, it's very cool. Alright, so this is good. This is what I like to see. Why the sudden influx? Definitely as much of this stuff as possible. Not as much this stuff, but yeah, bombers too. Alright, USA, you wanna give me some more oil? Thanks. Or Mexico close to the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Diplomats from Germany and the Soviet Union concluded what observers are describing as a historic agreement today with the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, named after German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop and his Soviet counterpart Vyacheslav Molotov. This non-aggression pact stipulates that neither side will ally itself to nor aid an enemy of the other. Foreign diplomats warn that this treaty effectively gives Germany a free hand to wage war in Europe without having to fear Soviet intervention. This can be good, for sure. So it seems that things are really starting to heat up in Europe, on the mainland at least, which is not good. I like the song. Alright, this is very good. I'll go for encryption. I bet they're doing sedate. Nope. Don't go fast, just... Oh, I could... Is it worth it? No, it's not. Free military factories. Good. Yeah, I want that to be completed as well. Very important stuff. This was really surprising, I was not expecting that at all. Excellent, and then the last of the light cruisers. To the Alexandria fleet. Good stuff. This is a good year, I feel. We're doing well. Our Navy is doing well. Should probably go for the naval rearmament one as well at some point. Sorry. Yeah, France, are you rearming? You still got all of your malices. France bans communism. The Edouard Daladier cabinet have decreed the dissolution of Parti Communiste Français. Ever since Soviet Russia signed the Non-Aggression Pact with Nazi Germany, there have been talks of proscribing communism in France. The decree was instated following the agreement between the two nations for the partition of Poland. Edouard Daladier took the opportunity as support for a ban rose, even leftist papers started advocating for the abolition of Parti Communiste Français. It may have been necessary. That's a bit heavy-handed, isn't it, France? But I suppose they did what they felt was necessary back in the day. That is a playthrough that I'd love to do, and maybe that'll be my next playthrough. In Hearts of Iron. A communist France, maybe doing the whole Little Entente thing and trying to knock out Germany. We'll see. Last time I tried doing that, my major issue was, even though I managed to successfully get rid of Germany, Italy joined in just at the last second, and even as I occupied all of Italy and they were about to surrender, Spain joined in the fray, and it felt at that point that the enemies would just keep mounting and mounting. Then my line was getting stretched thin. So yeah, I quit on that one, and I'd love to try it again. It was great fun. I love the little French uniforms. Should I build heavy? No, I really don't have the army experience to start customizing my units at so much heavy-handedness. I think I'm just gonna send Australia some convoys. Oh, what are these? Oh, those are the useless ones. I'll send those to the Raj. Some trucks, perhaps? No, those are apparently worthless too. Yeah, you like them convoys, don't you? Greedy bastards. Should I? No, I think so. It is done. Improved infantry equipment, excellent. Our army is... Yeah, let's definitely go for that. We want our crack troops to be as on top of things as we can. Let's send the Raj some infantry equipment. Even if it is outdated as hell. How much of this stuff have we got? 763. Alright. Have fun. Okay, so we're actually starting to regularly build troops. That makes me very happy. Not the best troops, but they are what they are. Which is a sad thing. It's sad that I have to say that, considering that we are playing as the British Empire, upon which the sun never sets, and we aim to keep it this way. At what point does Chamberlain resign as soon as Hitler invades Poland? Maybe just before that. I'm not sure. It's a very interesting modifier that they get. Yeah. Oh wow. Victories of the Great War. Having emerged victorious from the Great War, the army has developed a dangerously complacent attitude, which caused strategic developments to come slowly and with some reluctance. Decryption. Beautiful. Bit ahead. Let's get that. This is incredibly important. Alright, so our research is coming along very nicely. Okay, so that's our navy updated with light cruisers. Nice number. I really like it. I think they all deserve 3 more destroyers. Alright. Oh no, let's go to the channel first. I mean, is this guy even good? I don't want him to retreat, do I? Or do I? No, he's a blockade runner. I don't need a blockade runner. Yeah, let's take Algernon Willis. He sounds fun. Algernon is such an interesting name. You know, the guy from The Importance of Being Earnest, isn't it? Yeah, that's a great book, by the way. If you haven't picked it up, I suggest you do. It's a great read. Yeah. So, let's just finish this national focus. Alright. Coerce Spain. The Spanish know better than most the power of the Royal Navy, but perhaps a reminder is in order. Democratic leanings, opinion that austerity against national spirit, democratic influence, which grants daily democracy support. Those 10%, except well, those guys are not going to be happy, but who cares? Wait, does that mean they... Let's just check. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, wow. Alright, so that's a lot of stuff that's popped up. And I think that's things to be dealt with in the next video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and if there's anything else you want me to do, if you got any suggestions for games that I should play, any recommendations, any nations that you'd like me to play as in games, or any tips that you may have for me or anything like that, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.